Hey, what's up guys? Got a quick video on this 2005 Chevy Silverado 1500 with a 5.3 liter. Gonna change the oil and filter. And GM used this 5.3 liter in a lot of other models, including the Avalanche, Tahoe, Suburban, Sierra, Yukon. And it's gonna be the same exact procedure as this. And pop your hood. Go ahead and locate your hood latch right here. Go ahead and push that towards the driver's side. Open up. Locate your oil fill cap right here. Go ahead and twist that off. So then go ahead and crawl underneath the truck here. This is going to be your oil pan, your oil filter right there, and then your oil drain plug. That's going to be a 15 millimeter. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Make sure you got a decent sized drain pan that's going to hold at least 6 quarts. And let's go ahead and pull this off. Once you get it broken free, you can usually loosen it by hand here. And just watch yourself because it's going to shoot out that way. And we'll go ahead and let that drain. You may need to just move your pan as it starts flowing out. Just keep moving it closer to the oil pan there to catch the flow. So once that gets down to just kind of a drip like that, make sure your pan's placed underneath the oil filter there. You can use a filter wrench, or you may be able to get it off by hand, or you can use one of these caps or some pliers, whatever you use. Let's go ahead and take that filter off. And you can see my cap got stuck on it, of course. Go ahead and just unscrew that a little ways, kind of let that drain so it doesn't get all over you. And then go ahead and loosen it up the rest of the way here. Go ahead and grab your new oil filter. Just went with the Genuine AC Delco PF46E. I'll put a link in the description for it. And then I'll be using just some of this Valvoline synthetic high mileage. Got a total of 6 quarts. Take your new filter, just kind of set it in there. Open up your new oil here. Just kind of stick your finger down in here. Put some of that fresh oil on your finger. And then just go ahead and coat this oil filter gasket on here with some fresh motor oil. And then let's go ahead and stick this in the truck. And then you go ahead and just kind of wipe down the gasket surface here for the oil filter. Take your new oil filter. Go ahead and screw that on there. And then you just want to get this hand tight. It's kind of hard because your fingers are going to hit right here on the oil pan. So just get it as tight as you can. Kind of like that. And then just go ahead and wipe off your new filter here and see if you can go a little tighter with a rag on here. So good like that. Go ahead and grab your 15 millimeter drain plug. Stick that back in there. Just kind of wipe this clean. Get your 15 millimeter socket. Go ahead and get that snug. Don't want to go too tight because you'll strip it out. Just get it nice and snug. One last wipe. And we should be good. So then back up top here, get yourself a clean funnel. Go ahead and stick that in your oil fill here. And let's go ahead and add our total of 6 quarts. So there's our 6 quarts. Go ahead and take your funnel, get that out of here. You need to replace your oil fill cap. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but you can see I did use a 5W30. That's what it calls for. Go ahead and screw that on. Now we can go ahead and start it. Notice your oil pressure gauge there on top. Make sure your oil pressure rises. See, there it goes. So now let's go ahead and check for some leaks. Then just take a peek underneath here at your drain plug and then your oil filter. Make sure nothing's leaking. That looks good. Then you can go ahead and shut it off. And we'll go ahead and let this sit a few minutes here. We'll let that oil drain all the way down to the bottom of the pan, and then we'll check our level. And while we're waiting for that to drain down, let's go ahead and reset the oil life light. So you can turn the key without starting it. Come down here to your little gas pump and scroll through to where it says engine oil life right there. And then you got this arrow here. You're going to hold that down until that says, or resets and says 100%. So hold it down. You can see change engine oil, oil life reset. Go ahead and hit the arrow again. And there you can see it's at 100%. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, so we should be good to check the level. Locate your oil dipstick, this yellow one here. Go ahead and pull that out. You want to give it a good wipe the first time. Go ahead and stick that back down in there. Make sure you get it in there all the way. Pull it back out. And let's check our level. Hopefully you guys can see this, but you want to be all the way to the top here or anywhere in between these crosshairs. But as you can see, if I flip it around here, we're right at the top of that last dot there. So right at the top of the crosshairs. So we are perfect right at 6 quarts. So we know our level's good. Make sure that's in there, double check your cap, and we should be good. Okay guys, so that's all there is to it. Pretty simple job to do on these GM 5.3 liters, especially if it has a lift like this truck does. So hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, why don't you subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.